It's the time to get down.
Yes, we're live, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Los Angeles, California.
It's a brand new day. Let's get down on the good news train. Have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
Let's have that. Just checking. Just checking. Welcome everybody to Morning Coffee with Mario. You know, the challenges of broadcasting in today's world
fucked up.
is that you
That's what I'm
when
saying.
Big starts cursing.
Yeah, I'm saying it, bro.
Is having to navigate technical challenge. So today is one of those days. We're having to navigate technical challenges. It started with this morning when I realized that the website was down, so I want to apologize. It's obviously a bigger deal because GoDaddy, which has the best customer service of it, really, of any company that I've used personally, they have the best customer service. And I was on the phone with them for an hour and couldn't get through. So, just couldn't get through. On hold, they said they had an extreme amount of things happening today. And so I just want to apologize for those who are experiencing the website outage because it causes us some challenges too.
It doesn't mean that we can't do the show. What it means is display. So what I love, this is the part I love. There's a lot of people, I really believe this is happening now. I think people outside this studio will be going, well, I'm at the website. I can see it. We learned this lesson before, that the administrators of the site may have restrictions, but the viewing public may go, oh, I see everything. It's cool. So it may be one of those things. Because
I made sure I have computers that are set up.
Right.
So we can see what the viewing
public is. Right.
Yeah, we don't have a separate from that.
No.
But so if chances are really unlikely that they're going to see it.
Oh, I was trying to give them hope, bro. I was trying to give them hope. So I'm just letting you guys now know while we're doing this show, I am racing to send over some data for my segments, and hopefully I can get done before Mario finishes his segments, which he needs to display as well. So he's troubleshooting. We'll just make this part of the show. And let me just give a couple of shout outs while Mario's doing that. I want to give a shout out to period to Black History Month, film production, the Olympics, diverse market of what we call successful winners, athletes, businesses. Shout out to Miko. Love the postings you're doing with Black History Month as well. The conversation, everything. And the big shout out I want to give to those students who are rebounding in the face of tragedy down there in Florida and how they're changing the game in corporate America. I call it the stimulus package. 17, 16-year-olds getting out there making a change because they're activators. They're not politicians. So I just want to say that only because I'm following it closely. I love that they talk from the heart. I know sometimes I need to apologize for my foul language. I try hard, but sometimes it's necessary. And I do believe that I will be following what I call an eclipse and a corporate shift as it relates to what I call how do we deal with the issues of access to firearms, specifically those that kill and maim horribly and terribly. I'm not going to get on no political banter here. I'm just saying I love to watch what those kids are doing and how they're bringing and shaping the debate, the arguments, and the consciousness of what happens, because a lot of us go, hey, it hasn't hit us. And so we don't feel the same way about it. But in the meantime, that's just letting you know, love what you guys are doing. Let's reshape the community. Forget the arguments. I don't want to even deal with the arguments. Just reshape the community, man. So, got my 2 minutes in.
That's one of the hot, topics of the day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of hot topics of the day. Of course, the president continues to be the hot topic of the day, and I'm actually going to be talking about that day during the news segment.
Okay.
Because the news segment is actually, I'm going to remind you guys sort of who Robert Mueller is. Okay, it's like Robert Mueller, the history behind the man,
right.
So you can get a chance. And let me just tell you, as a hint, just think of Gotti and the Gambino family.
Yes, I know.
The prosecutor who took him
down, right?
That was Mueller.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, we'll see how things go.
Yeah.
That's part of it today. So a lot of things happening. Hey, the other thing that's big in the news, Vic, is the Black Panther is still setting records. I was trying to go online.
700 million.
Oh, okay, I knew you'd have it. I knew you'd have it. I just knew he'd have it. I put a note in here, that it was already leading stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't. But I knew you would 700 million.
700 million and hasn't been released in Japan or China yet. So that just lets you know. And it's I have to look at all the particulars. But just look at it this way. It's in the top 3 and 4 when it comes to breaking records. We're talking about the Avengers, Star Wars, a couple of Star Wars, of course, Jurassic World, all these. So it's in that playing field and yet to be released totally worldwide.
700 million, that's the update, right?
Yes, 700 million plus.
Now, last night around midnight or so, I printed out an article that was every box office record that Black Panther has shattered so far. So you already gave an update that is 700 million. Previously, these were the records that it had accomplished. It was the fastest 24-hour pre-sale for any Marvel film. It's the biggest February opening.
Wow.
Period. It's the highest grossing film by a black director. It's the biggest Monday gross in box office history for all films.
Wow.
Maybe I told you it's the biggest February. It's the second biggest 4-day weekend in history. The second biggest 4-day weekend in history. It's the second biggest Thursday night preview for a Marvel film.
There you go.
It's the second biggest Sunday in box office history. And it's the 5th biggest opening weekend in box office history. Wow.
What does that tell you?
Tells you it's a big deal, and one of the things that I'm pointing out to everybody that seems to be evolving is that it's more than just a movie, the phenomenon. It's the fact that it's a cultural and a fashion phenomenon.
Yes.
The reason why I have on my Captain America today is because I didn't have any Black Panther. We know it's just coming out.
Right.
The couture.
Right. Right.
So I had to get. First I said I'd go get some other superhero.
Okay. No, I was wondering why you was getting it.
So that's why I have on my Captain America today.
Okay.
But the Black Panther stuff, there's stuff coming out. It's in the stores. It's there. You can run out and get stuff.
Okay.
There's stuff hitting the online. Let's take a look. You can go let's go take a look. Because some people were talking about Black Panther. Black Panther cosplay. That's costume play. That's what cosplay means. Costume play.
Right.
Okay, so these are the stuff that's come out. They got the Black Panther Civil War helmet. Here's the costume. Maybe it looks a little chubby there. Maybe that's my size.
Let's go.
And then they have the long sleeve Black Panther shirt.
Okay.
Some claws. And then there's his Panther running outfit.
Okay.
3D mask. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. It's supposed to be something I don't know. So I'm gonna get some Panther garb.
Okay.
Because there is some Panther garb. out there. And so I'm going to get some and just want to let y'all know.
That's cool.
All right. Hey, you got more announcements. We got the full week, assuming that everything gets up. When we get done with the show, I'll be back on the phone with GoDaddy. You know, things happen. Sometimes big server outages go. So GoDaddy, again, has been the best service, so I'll give them a pass for now. And I'll call them up when everything gets done. But we'll get the website back up. But that will affect the broadcast, but Vic and I will play it by ear.
Yeah, and I'm
Vic's
rushing.
trying to send me some stuff now.
Right, I got to.
He's going to try to email me his visual aid.
Right, which means if I'm slow on the camera switching, you know I'm typing.
Alexa,
That's why.
drum roll, please. Nick's gonna hear it come. Yes.
Oh, that's Jack. That's Jack.
Well, we don't know. They may get here.
Yeah.
What can I say? Alexa, sing "Good Morning," baby girl.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Alexa, volume 9. Gotta get that volume up, girl. All right. Once again, you guys tune in for the pre-show. Mac McAllister's updated video format is absolutely wonderful. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the Retro Jazz and Blues. Mac's new expanded video format that he's using in 2018. It's wonderful. It's the bomb. So we really enjoyed the show. Thank you, Mac. We know it's cold up there. Alexa, what's the weather in Port Townsend, Washington?
Currently, in Port Townsend, Washington, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 44 degrees and a low of 36 degrees.
Okay, wow. Okay. Wow. On Tuesday night, Quiet Storm will be here. It's going to be a good week this week. This week, the Quiet Storm, Romantic Notions. Got a wonderful program I've been working on. I just got to narrow it down. I already got it. I got it narrowed down like to 28 songs. You know, just roughly. Because I like to have a list of my songs ready, a playlist. I don't follow the playlist. It's like in the old days, you used to get your albums out and lay them all out. You did it. So I make a playlist, and then I jump around the playlist. But I put on the playlist the main stuff. So I got it mostly ready. I got some good stuff, you guys. Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, The Quiet Storm, live interactive DJ experience. All right, and so I got that announcement. Hey, Vic, I guess Niels, our buddy Niels.
Yep.
Jazz, guitarist, songwriter, producer. You know, sorry, Niels, I was incapacitated. You know, first of all, some of y'all, I know I look good. I look good. But some shit's just out the league. So Niels did a remote video shoot, and they had to carry equipment up a hill.
Yep, the teaser.
Mm-hmm. And we had to carry stuff up the hill, and there's no way I was going to do that.
Well, he was reminded.
So did he want us to show that teaser? I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah. The teaser. Yeah, the teaser, because it was, you know what they say, he's taking on the model we say. You don't wait for the final product. Go on and give them something about what you're doing, and then tease them with what you're going through. So it's a little bit of hiking, and the drone was tight. The person who shot using the drone, how he shot it, that was great. I mean, it was flawless, man. And it was just him taking you on the journey, and then they're going to do the real rollout of it. So it was cool, man.
Well, Niels is our buddy, jazz guitarist, wonderful artist, producer who's done events here at Pax Stereo. Here, take a look at his video drone shoot. He wanted me. There was no way. Anyway, here you go.
Yeah.
You know I was going to get my ass up there.
So I gotta document this, getting this crew up the hill. This is my film crew. And we're gonna go up there. We haven't started yet, but we're already out of breath, so it's good. So at base camp now. Right over there. That's where the drone's gonna start. And I'm schlepping all this stuff here uphill. My clothes, my guitar, and a carpet, believe it or not. Alright, we made it.
Wow. Yes. Lord, yeah.
So I think we got some great shots. We're heading back down.
He's trying to kill me.
And yeah, I can't wait to see the footage. It's gonna be incredible.
He's trying to kill me.
Well, we'll get down one way or the other before we get lost.
Yeah, we'd have to come up there and do a rescue to get me out of
At
there.
this point, we were 2 weeks without water.
Give it up for Niels, everybody. Got a new project. Give it up. Yeah, Niels. Yeah. Give it up. Wow. You know, that was some nice, and the drone stuff was really nice. He had told us, you know, we always are supportive of the projects that Niels does.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And he's so supportive of us too. But we had to give you a little piece of that.
yeah,
It was very nice. Give it up once again for my man.
yeah.
Yeah, new project coming out. All right. Hey, I'm sort of just hoping that the website will come up at some point, you know, and just come back, because usually when you have a server outage,
Right.
that there's
It's on their end. It's on their end.
It's
So
back.
it did.
See, it's back. It's back. Everybody's back.
You feel
We're
good.
back. It's back. It's back.
Oh, let me see if I can
That
stop.
doesn't even big stuff.
Yeah, then we're gonna find out. But,
The website, ladies and gentlemen, the website looks like it has returned. We knew it must have been some major outage. I was on the phone, you know. But listen, and my buddy there, Vic has become almost physician-like,
yeah, that's
and I mean like emergency physician, not like the regular office cats. No disrespect. I'm just saying, I preached to Vic the whole time we've been doing this about protocol, being ready, understanding process. And I know it's a pain in the ass sometimes, but over the years, my boy over there, he's become extremely technically competent. I mean, like, you know, remember we even said at the beginning, I said, once you get used to this stuff, dude, but now you are extremely technically competent, so you have to deal with all the stuff almost as I used to handle I used to do all of that.
Right.
He used to send me his visual aids for the show. I'd put him up on the website. Now he does all that. I used to check his, the post, the edit his stuff. It's not really required too much, so I don't do too much of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to announce that the website is up. And once again, Pax Stereo deals with all of this live on the air. Look, Vic's crossing.
I'm crossing my fingers, man. I don't want to do this work.
Wait, because you have to upload it. Do I have to play a song? Would you be able to
No,
it?
it's not that. Everything is there. It's just you can't see it. So what I'm doing is going to see if
what do you mean it's there? If it's not, you know it's there if you can't see it.
No. I said if you can't access it, like we couldn't access before.
Well, if you can access it, I can access it.
Right. And I'm going
if anybody can access
right now.
The website.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the back end now online. I don't have any trouble you showing it if you want.
Oh, no.
But I'm looking at the GoDaddy inside stuff and it's there.
Hey, look.
It's opened up now. It's back.
I'm literally looking at the website that I was not able to even access, and it's there. So that's a good sign. But we learned this, Mario. Certain things you have access to may not give you access to everything.
That's like dating.
Right. So that's what I'm going through because I don't want to. I'm literally going. I got to do all this stuff in the document. Oh no.
Well, okay. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. So then I can pull up some of my others.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Thanks for bearing with us. It goes to show people don't know. Here at Pax Stereo TV, we use proprietary. You know what's amazing is that the regular consumer stuff is so good that the next level up is way, way expensive and usually not even necessary. We use regular consumer computers, all this stuff. We use good switchers though. Those are more. But yes, we use the regular. So hey, we're on, we're on the regular web services. Right now we're using Spectrum. It's not an endorsement, but so far they've been the best with what we're doing, I think. So, but even though, like I say, it's not totally an endorsement, we're watching them. See if I can get all the speed I'm supposed to.
Right.
At least we are using Spectrum. So, Vic, it doesn't look like we got it, huh?
So far, I'm good on one. I'm just going to wait for the next. I'm one down, one to go.
Okay. And so, other announcements, finally getting my butt back going. I don't know about those of you who are sick with this virus. Man, I've had a rough month.
Yeah.
And I didn't even really have the flu. I had all the other stuff. And Miko's out of her knee.
Yep.
She's now improving. So what's the outlook for Friday, Vic? Are we going to be doing the show with you and Miko?
So far it looks good. So far. We always do an abbreviated show. You can. One thing about shows, Mario, you don't have to stand up. You can literally sit down. So if the knee's a problem, you can sit down. But it's
not with that.
But
not that stuff y'all do.
But see, there's a way to work it. What you want to stay away from is what they call the pain and the meds, because then the meds slow you down, get you sleepy.
I talked to her about those meds.
Right. So I'm just saying, the plan is it's on and popping.
All right, you guys. I want to remind everybody too. One other thing that I did recently is that, now that I can show you, is that every week as part of the Quiet Storm, Victor Allen does an exceptional segment, which is his featured artist. It's gotten to be a favorite amongst the folks. Everybody's looking at it because whereas I tend to focus and mix the music crossing decades and mixing stuff up, and it's eclectic, Vic finds the hot current version of that. These are the new, different, eclectic, wonderfully talented, beautiful people. And Vic finds them and brings them out every Tuesday as part of the Quiet Storm. And so now I've made sure that on our landing page, you can go there now. Every week we have an area right now, Vic.
Okay.
Where we have the Vic Allen's featured artist. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to add it's just a playlist. It's a YouTube playlist.
Right.
Underneath the Pax
Stereo
staff.
Oh, okay.
You know, because we have so many YouTube channels.
That's right.
why I want you to know where it was. Not under Morning Coffee.
Okay.
Mario Hemsley's under Pax
Staff. All right.
But if not, don't worry. If you can't find it, I'll add the episodes.
No, it's fine.
There, but that's when we're going to start having it.
Okay.
Because people were asking,
Right.
and I said, well, I just need to put a playlist and let it gather
Right.
your
Yeah.
stuff.
No, it's good. But, the reason why we were doing that, we didn't want to fall into the place where we admire the artists so much for what they're doing and accomplishing. And the artists are doing a wonderful job because they're indies, they're all over the world. But then when we get into the process, and the process is to make sure you stay clear and free from anything that's an infringement, now we have to take a step back and approach it differently because we are moving in a direction where for this year, I would say not beyond this year, everything we do will not have to be at least perceived about infringement on other people's works, although we support them. So, that's one reason why we take that slow step to go, we may love it, but then once it leaves us, and then we're out there sharing it or attempting to, or syndicate it, and we still run into the protections that they install on these apps, and rightfully so.
Well, I wanted everybody to know that. Another thing for everybody to be aware of is part of the Black History Month. Victor does a thing every year now. It's become a feature. I was actually trying to show them some of that.
Okay.
Where you do, tell them a little bit about what you do. Your 28 days of February. Here we go.
Right. Yeah. The 28 days of February. It's really for me. When I say that first because I call it discovery. And the discovery is that as I go across and start looking at what I call the month of recognition, I know we tend to show what we call the most popular individuals that are in the lexicon of our consciousness. The names that's the more popular ones. Two things that's happened with me as I went through looking at it just for myself, and then I said, well, why not post? This is not for popularity. This is not to get a lot of people conversing. This is a recognition of what I'm discovering. And so what I decided to do last year was to recognize African Americans specifically. I'm expanding, and I said I would expand it. And there's been a little focus on the Native American. So I've gone in that direction a little bit too. And it will continue to expand, not just to recognize this month, but the diverse history. And so that's why I approached it by saying, just don't take this month and it's about us. Let's talk about it. There was a history before we got here. And the Native American history has struck me terribly. I mean, consciously. I don't put up as much stuff there, but you'll see me flourishing more in that area because I find the connecting thread of history with all people who have been depressed or oppressed. And there's some linkage there. So I do this because I'm learning more and more about the stories, and I love reading about it in depth. And so that's what I decided to do. So, this month I got a few more days and it's done.
Black History Month. So much impacted too by the Black Panther movie, which seems to be sparking
Yeah.
a sudden increase in the union, showing the union, the combined, the roots, so much of Black America in
Right.
Africa, and then finally acknowledging that in a way, it seems more positive than ways that we have seen often in the past. A smaller effort. Maybe it takes something like the pop phenomena of a movie about a mythical African kingdom
Right.
to move us in that direction. Whatever, it's still so wonderful to see and to have be a part of it. As part of my own Black History reading for the month, I went and found a book, watching, Rise of the Black Pharaohs, you guys, on PBS. Wonderful about the Cushites, which people, it's amazing the racism. It's so funny. When you go to Egypt, Africa, and start doing the trail of the pyramid, you watch them move up into Egypt along the trail, which was the Nubian
Right.
kingdoms.
Right.
And then you also look at how they shot the noses. Napoleon reportedly shot the nose off the spear. How they took the noses because so much trying to avoid acknowledging the Cushites,
Right.
which were the last dynasty that rose up. They were previously conquered by the Egyptians. Then they rose up and conquered the Egyptians to become the last dynasty. And it's interesting because of the racism and the prejudice that goes back to these long-time wars,
Right.
that the modern Egyptologists often attempt to ignore this. When they list the dynasties of Egypt, they tend to ignore this one, even though, from what I understand, it was hundreds of years they ruled.
Absolutely.
The Kushites. So I'm still learning about it myself. Go there, take a look. The Rise of the Black Pharaohs. Again, it's interesting to see all these documentaries now that are acknowledging, and as part of it, they talk about why. They actually tell you why it was attempted to erase this from history. And the specific figures, historically, who acted to attempt to erase that history.
Yeah.
So go take it again for Black History Month. Okay. So we got the website back, you guys, so now I can do things a little differently. Let's go and take a little bit of our musical break. Here's the latest slideshow animation. If I could just get this part. What is this? Oh, so that's not the... Oh, here we go. Morning Coffee broadcast. Remember, come and join us at the website, www.paxstereo.tv, and be a part of the party. Here we go. Website back. Be right back.
Been a long, long time since I spoke to you, and I know that there's no rhyme or reason to what you put me through. So I take your promises and all the memories, and I play them back 'cause I can't breathe. But you are
You know what I'm saying?
so
This experience. I
captivating.
can tell
Hey,
what
you
kind
are
of thing that was.
the answer
wonderful slideshow animation. New one's coming soon. Glad you guys like it. Roland Sorghum, we get some people that like them. We have certain fans. Oh shit! Stop! Stop! I say. We have certain people that I see them, Vic, and they go get it and like it all the time, and we've got some folks who really love these slideshow animations.
Oh, that's cool,
overseas.
Man. Really?
Yeah, they're overseas. They really love them every week, and I'm always so shocked. And I'm so thankful for the folks who liked it. Thank you much for liking those slideshow animations. Got to acknowledge some of the folks in the house, too, at Facebook. Hey, Deanna Becker, Renee Kiss, the super fan. Miko's in there, Vic. I see Mac McAllister. What's happening? Deanna, we were supposed to, Deanna's, brought the talent.
Yeah, Hodges.
That's right, to the last event.
Yeah.
No, not that Deanna, the other Deanna.
Oh, the other Deanna.
Becker.
Okay, got you.
So she brought the talent.
Okay.
Who performed.
That's right.
And so I reached out to her prior to my illness. So Deanna, I got to catch up with everybody. Same thing with Vince Cortese had started all that stuff. So I'm so backed up on all the people.
We're going to get more backed up. I'm just letting you know. No, it's going to get more backed up, Rob.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Wait till we have to get into this new development, which probably is going to go throughout the rest of the year. We're going to be begging for time, man. Begging. Just letting you know. And still, you know what, Deanna Hodges? You bring the talent, too.
Yes, she does.
Both Deanna. So
we
what's
both
up, girl?
Deanna's a good name for us.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good name for us.
Going to be reaching out to you also. Just reaching out.
Well, if I can, hey, you guys, if I can get to the point where I'm putting in a full week's work.
What are you trying to say?
Shit,
you ain't working?
And by the way, people start commenting. I know, what are you talking about the way I'm dressed today? People are writing in already, commenting on my
How come
dress.
you're not going to give them the shield?
I'm like Chuck Sager, and I'm going to get to the hair, too. I'm telling you, I got to gotta rinse my coif.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you, man.
Like I said, when I get back to the point where I can put in a full week's of work, it'll be different.